So it's working, it's cool. So my company, we're focusing on 3 industries, and it's real estate, retail, and robotics. In real estate, we have our own platform, and I will share some experience, our experience in this field. So from one hand, we have very interesting trends now. I think this auditor know about this trend, so it's a lot of hardware. It's like Oculus, like Google Tango, like Microsoft. And sure, it's the software trends. So Apple just acquired Vitaliy in augmented reality. But from another hand, in real estate, we have still the same situation what we have maybe, I don't know, 100 years ago. So companies selling and using methods of selling with help of architecture models, just physical models. They're using printed materials. And third, they're using direct sales, so face-to-face. Sure, real estate, interesting how real estate developers and agencies can utilize these new trends, what we already have, and how it's increased sales. So it's all about money. It's all about how they can sell more. So let's talk about architecture models. If we see in the history, we will see what like first architecture models you can find like 500 years ago. Same model you can find like 100 years ago. So they still using the same models. Like, I don't know, 1 day ago, they still using the same models. How we can help, and people, when they walking around these models, these models are static. They're not interactive. So people just see what they see and nothing more. They're not providing more information. With help of SLAM technology, and with help of scanning of this technology, we can provide significantly more information to customer and increase engagement. So we can provide any digital content. We can make models interactive. We can provide floor plans, 360 views, etc. And I will show you how it's work on this video. I believe it's working. Just a second. Yeah. So on the screen, you can see this. It's a live model what you can found on our booth on the first floor. It's a real time. It's what you see on iPad. So you see some different interactive buttons, what's related with some specific points on the model. And you can provide, again, so customer can take in hands and he can see all this experience. This is how you can, again, you can engage customers in shopping malls, in your office, how you can provide more fun in this. Yeah, it's done. Let's talk about print materials. So all developers, all agencies, they're using 2D advertising. Limitation of 2D advertising, but it's just 2D image. You cannot provide more information except just image. If you're using augmented reality, you can demonstrate a real estate project in 3D. It's the exterior. You can provide how it looks internally. You can demonstrate 360. And this is a short video. I believe it's working. Yeah, this is like real video what you can see on iPad in augmented reality. So you can recognize some print materials, can show some in 3D, can demonstrate what inside. And I think 360. Yeah, now you will see 360. So people can see interior because they can understand, they can feel, they can increase engagement with property what they buy. Yeah, so it's 360. Yeah, it's done. Third type of channel, it's sales in the office, so in-house. So though it's a real estate sales office or agent office. I think the main problem for customers was they spending too much time for travels. So if you want to buy, for example, a house, you need to spend 3-5 days just traveling. So you're driving from one destination to another destination, and how virtual reality can be helpful here. So you can create such experience. It could be 3D, it could be 360, and use your virtual reality glasses like Oculus, like Samsung. You can demonstrate in the office all this experience. So this allows the customer to decrease amount of options. So he can, for example, instead of 10, he will just check three houses, what he like more. So in this case, virtual reality help customer to save time and money, time it's life. So in virtual reality now you can see catalogs, you can see 360, etc. So as a summary, why we now should use augmented reality and virtual reality. First is because we can provide more information to customers. Second, because process of sales become more fun, more engagement. And third, because it makes sales more simple. As a result, it's increase of return of investments. But sure, it's not so easy. So from our experience, we have now 25 clients worldwide. I can say what the most important things, what you should integrate your solution in VR and AR into sales process, and you should train your personnel. So the people who selling should be educated about what they're doing. So you should just check how it works with real clients. We have our own platform with AR and VR. It's launched 1 year ago. We have now clients in the United States, Great Britain, Spain, Canada, Middle East, like Saudi, etc. We base it in the United States, in Palo Alto, like here. Looks like I'm done. Thank you very much for your attention. Any questions, I'm ready to answer. Thank you.
Great. Great. So looks like we have a question here.
You started out by telling us that it was important to show an increase in money. So, and you want to make that case to real estate agents. So how do you measure that increase?
So we have several, so among our clients, they usually return back. So since they install it, for example, first experience for some property, they're asking more and more. They're using this, and you can track behavior of clients inside of application, and you can show you have some metrics, what you can understand what it's about. It's increase, it has some influence on sales.
Okay.
Yep.
And then I don't see any other hands, so I'll take this opportunity to ask a question then. As far as post-production of assets, right?
Cool question.
Yeah. How does that work? Like, what is the process of going from, in some cases, most of the time architects don't even use 3D here in the States. And so how much of a production time is needed to get that model ready for your experience?
So we have a situation when, for example, we can customize our platform in 5 days for any client without the content. Content, it's, I think now it's a main barrier for real estate developers and agencies, because cost of creation of the content, like, it's even more than cost of platforms. So for agencies, for existing projects, we have received some very good progress in, for example, you can see some 360 cameras available on the market. So you don't need to hire a photographer. So cost of content creation decreased like every, 2 months. And now it's available. So now most of our agencies doing 360 and etc. So it's we have good situation for agency. For real estate developers, when you need to create 3D assets, it's like 10 times. Content creation costs like 10 times more than in agencies. It's a huge barrier, but it's from one hand. From another hand, real estate developers have big budgets for development, and usually they spend like 5% of cost of budget for marketing. So we're still in these frames. Sure, we now talking with, for example, Autodesk, because Autodesk it's a software where you're very creating CAD files. So since we will have some plugins from Autodesk to import content from CAD format to 3D format, it will be helpful. It will decrease cost of the content, but we still problem with quality. So we have like it's very very hard to find some balance between cost of content creation and quality. So we usually dealing with like luxury developers. So for them, cost doesn't matter. In our case, because if it's about user experience, no sense to show to the customer something very simple 3D experience. But you're right, it's a major now barrier for this for mass market.
So it sounds like you're working more with the marketing models than the virtual design and construction models.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you.
Sense. All right. Awesome.